All right, everybody, I'm here with another episode of Chamber Chat, and I got a very special guest in the car today. I'm going to let him introduce himself, and we'll kick it off from now.
Good day, everyone. My name is Alex Tardif, and I have the privilege of serving as your Columbia County Commissioner, one of three.
Nice. How's your day going?
It's been a beautiful day. It's been extremely busy, a lot of meetings and planning, but it's been good. How about you, Simon?
You know, this is the best part of my day now.
Oh, yeah?
When I knew, because we asked a little while ago about people wanting to interview. You know, hey, who would you like to see in the car? And your name came up a lot.
Why would that be?
I know, you're not that interesting.
No, I'm actually rather boring. I like to stay at home on the farm and ride my horses and be with my animals.
Exactly. So, for those people who don't know, the dozens of people that are going to watch this will want to know what a county commissioner does. What do you do?
Oh, a county commissioner governs the county. We do everything from burying unclaimed bodies to building roads and infrastructure to permitting buildings of homes and shops to economic development and public health, behavioral health, housing, veteran services. I mean, we pretty much do it all, Simon. It's in our wheelhouse.
Can we go back to the dead body thing?
Yeah.
What?
Yes. That is one of the requirements of being a commissioner, is that we are accountable for the unclaimed bodies and burying them.
How many do you do?
We haven't done any since I've been in office.
Couple years,
thankfully,
right?
There's a lot of very loved people out there.
But if somebody dies in their home
and nobody claims the body, we're responsible for burying it.
do you have to go get them?
I would send the mortician to go get them.
Oh, so it's not an actual job description that you go into the house with the gloves and the mask on?
No, and actually, that's a misconception. As a commissioner, we hire a lot of expert individuals to run the departments and rely on their expertise
I see.
to guide policy.
How would you think you would do with a dead body?
Oh, I've seen plenty of dead bodies. It's not that hard to pick them up and move them where they need to be.
What? It just took a dark turn. All right, so you're the county commissioner. You just listed all the things that you do. Where do you see some of the challenges in the community? And that's a huge question, right?
Well, I think our county doesn't really have challenges. We have a lot of opportunity to do things in a different way and to help maximize the efficiency of our agencies and maximize the dollars that we have to provide the services we need to provide.
What type of dollars are we talking? What budget do you work off?
The county has roughly a $68 million budget. That's not all general fund dollars,
Sure.
So that's something to note. We get a lot of state agency money, we get a lot of bond money, grant funding supports a lot of our programs.
So I spoke with this topic real quick about with Matt from the city of St. Helens. We did one of these with him, and he says a lot of people, there's a misconception that just because, let's say, you have $68 million, well, 20 million of it might be allocated for this, and you can't use it for other things.
Yeah, so we have restricted funds, unrestricted funds, general fund dollars, road fund dollars, all sorts of different funding streams that are restricted and protected.
Okay. So, and I don't think any department, any company, any household would say, oh yeah, we have enough money, we don't need any more. But are there areas of the county that we've had to get creative with to be able to fully function?
Yeah, I think one of the most successful things we've done in the last couple of years is we took a deep dive into the roads department to look at how we were spending dollars and what we were getting for those dollars. And one of the areas we found was that the county has rock pits, but we weren't crushing our own rock. So this year we started crushing our own rock and were able to save about $100,000. That allowed us to hire another road worker to meet the needs of the community. And we by no means are meeting all of the needs, but we're taking steps in the right direction to get there.
Isn't that kind of common sense that we would crush our own rock?
Well, one would think that common sense would be a huge part of government, but sometimes it's not necessarily all that common, is it?
It's not. So in terms of we talked about roads earlier. We met right before we started filming this. So you don't control all the roads in Columbia County.
No, we have county roads, we have state roads, we have city roads, so the county is responsible solely for county roads, which excludes Highway 30. So if you're wondering why Highway 30 is bad, call ODOT and they're more than happy to help you.
Do not call Alex. And the county roads, obviously, there, and then so like upkeep and expansions and putting in new roads. That's all your department, or one of your departments.
Yep.
Nice.
So looking at the transportation plan and how do we meet transportation needs, making sure we have infrastructure to help support industry and businesses, those types of things.
That's a good segue. Supporting businesses, and obviously that's part of my world as well. How's the business climate in Columbia County? How do you feel?
I feel like we have an opportunity to make a very robust business sector here, but to do so we need to focus on all business. That's small mom and pop shops, startup companies, to mid-sized level businesses, to industrial business, and to tourism. Tourism is a huge economic stool, or leg of that stool, that Columbia County hasn't tapped into. And we've created a steering committee through the Columbia County Economic Team to start building up our tourism sector to help meet that economic need.
I hear you have some incredibly smart people on that steering committee.
I mean, Simon, you're one of them, so I don't know if I can say we have incredibly smart people, but there's a lot of very great people on there.
There's a lot of other smart people to hopefully make up for some of the deficiencies.
Yeah, that committee is actually really cool because it incorporates all of Columbia County, every sort of special business or niche that's out there, from ag to forest to small business to large business, government. Every city is represented. It's a really well-rounded group.
Whoa, I don't want to die here. What do you tell people who've been like, you know what? Oh, we've got a tourism committee. Awesome. Don't we do this every 2 years? Don't we do this every 5 years?
Well, maybe, but the difference is I'm behind it now, and I'm willing to make that heavy lift. I made it my priority as a commissioner that if we're going to commission something, then it's not a binder that goes on the shelf. It's actual documentation that we use to move us forward. I think it's accountability, but everybody has a different version of that.
So you just summed up exactly my next question. What I like about you is that you're not afraid to ruffle feathers when it needs to happen, right? You have an unbelievably optimistic outlook on life. Why is it? And I'm making a big generalization here, but why has traditionally it just been so hard to get things moving out here? It's sort of that dichotomy of we want to be a small community, small town feel, but we also would like some cool stuff out here as well, please.
Yeah, well, I think part of that is you don't know what you don't know. So if you've never left and experienced the world and seen everything that it has to offer, then you don't know what we can do here. And when you look at things that could be a possibility, you compare it to other counties or other state agencies, and maybe it wasn't a success for them, but part of that's the implementation of it.
Yeah.
So I think if we really want to be successful in keeping our small town feel while growing at the same time, then we need to start looking internationally at other societies and cultures that we value their sense of community and start emulating that within our own community.
That's perfect.
Is that too common sense?
Well,
actually, there's one thing that you said I want to go back to. It is not my intent to ruffle feathers.
No, you know what I meant.
No, I do, and it happens a lot, but it's not intentional. It's just
you're a rabble-rouser.
I can see the common sense, and I can see the logic behind it, and this is what we should be doing and where we should be going. So some people who do things the same way over and over again want to just keep doing that, and when you come in and suggest changes or improvements, change is hard for people.
Is it the fear of change? I mean, if I hear, we don't want to become Portland, we don't want to be Portland, and I get that.
Oh, 100%. I don't want to be Portland.
Yeah. But also, it's if you, and I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, but the number of people who are quite happy to travel from this community, live here, but go work elsewhere. Live here, go into Portland to be entertained, to eat, to dine, whatever. And I catch myself doing it too sometimes. Just a mindset. I'm like, you know what,
where are you gonna go for a good theater? Well, we got Shoestring, which they are great, but if you want to go see the opera or the ballet or some diversity in culture, you go into the city.
Yeah. Why? Why is it so hard to get that out here?
Well,
is it history? Is it the status quo? Like,
or maybe it's just a lack of community involvement. How do we engage our community and our residents to make these things a priority to bring them to their communities?
Is it apathy then? Maybe?
Perhaps.
Because we have a new, I mean, you can see, and I live in Scappoose, but you see, you know, we live behind Fred Meyer, and there's a huge new development over there, you know, and certainly other developments happening in Scappoose as well. But it's over the last few years, there's people moving into the community that aren't from here, and they're young. They got young families. They've got, you know, but it's the same thing over and over again. It's they want to go elsewhere to do their stuff, to entertain, to eat, to, you know, whatever.
Well, and part of that is we don't have all of those restaurants in Columbia County, right? I mean, we have a select few of restaurants to go to, and so if you want to try something different or you're a foodie, you go into Portland because Portland has the foodie market. Yeah,
no, I get that. But it's tough, you know. Again, I don't want to say fighting, like, you know, it's that old school mentality, you know. Are we ever going to be a timber community again? No, you know.
Well, and I think,
not like it was.
Well, and I think that's proven through the advancements in technology and what Cascades has done in Scappoose. They took what used to take 1,000 people to make this tissue and use 80 in machines to produce more than what was being produced before, which is a great segue into what is our workforce and how are we training them to compete in today's market with today's jobs? Or do we keep hoping that we'll bring back a timber industry that has really suffered significantly from all of the regulation and the changes over the year?
So I deal a lot with younger people through my coaching and my my, you know, involvement in high school sports and stuff like that.
Well, you coach high school sports?
I do. I don't know if you heard that.
Oh, like a soccer team or something?
Kind of.
Of course.
Go to my profile. There's a great new picture. It's amazing.
Amazingly hilarious.
Yeah. So I talk to kids, you know, as they get older. You talk about college and you talk about, you know, dreams and aspirations and things like this. And I'm not gonna say everybody, but almost all of them they don't see themselves coming back here. You know, they go get a job, you know, or they go get educated, you know, elsewhere, and then it's almost like they want to be gone from this area.
Well, having grown up here, I can relate to that. You grow up in a small community. You get a little irritated with everybody knowing what you're doing. I mean, you drive down Highway 30 at 60, and by the time you get home, your dad's standing in the living room going, "Why are you going so fast down Highway 30?
Why are you going so fast?
What are you talking about, Dad?" And so, I mean, I was one of those kids. I couldn't wait to get out of here and conquer the world. And I did. I left. I traveled. I explored. I lived abroad. And at the end of the day, I wanted to raise my family in a small community like this.
I am encouraged that people want to move here. That's a start, right? I mean, if you're in a community that nobody even wants to be in, that's a problem.
That's a huge problem, and I am proud to say we have a community that people want to be a part of and want to live here for what we have.
What are we missing here?
Trader Joe's.
Oh, really?
I would love a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods. Actually, what I'd really love is a Columbia County farm and fruit co-op.
Oh, that would be
where
cool.
we could open our own storefront and buy from all of the local small niche farmers in Columbia County and sell it out of one establishment.
How do we get that going?
I'm actually working on it. So if you're interested in starting a farmers co-op, give me a call at 503-397-4322 or shoot me an email at alex.tardif@ceo.columbia.or.us and let's get this going.
Is this for reals?
Dead serious.
You've been working on it?
I have.
Starting?
I actually started meeting with Kari over at the, I'm going to screw this up, the Watershed Council, Soil and Water Conservation District.
Yeah,
Sorry, Kari.
Got the name right.
Yeah, well, there's just so many of them. Kari has a whole list of farmers, and so I'm working with her and Natasha Parvey to bring them all together, and we're looking at a model out of the East Coast. I've been doing a lot of research on co-ops, and so we're trying to find a model that will work for us and to create the buy-in and the support behind it.
Is this a extension of your farm life that you now have?
Yes and no. I'm a huge advocate of farm to table and healthy eating, even though pizza is my favorite food. And I think that we need more options in Columbia County for healthy eating and healthy lifestyles. And I also believe that we really need to support our ag industry out here, as ag and timber are our founding economic stability out here, and we need to promote them.
Yeah, no, I agree. In terms of the commissioners, now there's 3 of you.
Yep, there are
yourself,
3 commissioners.
Right?
And it takes 2 votes to do anything.
Okay. How do you guys all get along? Is it a good group? Is it how's that?
Oh yeah, we get along really well. We all bring a totally different perspective to the board, and it makes for a very robust and well-balanced conversation.
And it's silly season now. It's election time.
Yes, it is election season.
And now you're not up for election.
Nope, I will be up in 2 years.
So you kind of kick back with your feet up watching the chaos?
Yeah, actually it gives me a lot of anxiety. Really? I hate to see the bad mouthing and the bashing. I feel if you're gonna run, then you run with class and tact, and you rise above. And if somebody wants to start bashing, you just simply say, well, ain't that nice, but I'm not gonna go there, and you rise above it.
What made you want to be a commissioner?
Oh, that's an easy one.
Well, thanks.
I have a 2-year-old daughter. Well, at the time I had a 2-year-old daughter. She's 4 now, and looking at her future and her opportunity here, I wanted to help provide an opportunity for all kids of Columbia County to be able to get the education that they want and to be able to get into the type of jobs and work that they want. And I didn't really see, to your point earlier, all the kids graduate and they leave. Well, I want to keep them here. I want to create the opportunity for them to be here and to stay here and to work here, to get educated here, to raise their families here. So I got involved to help create a better future for our children.
So that was literally it. Not that that's not noble, but that was the reason. You just was it kind of a one day you're just saying, you know what, I can do better.
Yeah, it was. We can do more for our community. We can help our community, and this is how I want to help them.
That's cool. How much? I kind of struggle with this a little bit internally. How much effort is it to do this, or is it just realizing what we got and pulling some people together to kind of just redirect the ship, or is this kind of like, let's burn it down, start over?
It is
for kids.
Oh, for kids?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we don't need to burn it down and start over. We have a lot of great things in place. We just need to enhance them, improve upon them, and publicize what we're doing.
Yeah.
Communication is the key to success, and if we're not communicating with the community about what we have and what we're doing, then we're failing.
Yeah. No, it's good. I think that's very cool. I want to change gears slightly.
All right.
Talk about you.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Sure.
Because you're very closed. You're not an open book.
No, I'm a very reserved individual, and I don't like to share my personal life.
Exactly. So we're gonna do just that. So we do this thing called speed round at the end, or towards the end, halfway through, whatever, of these videos. I'm sure you, along with the other 15 people that watched the last one, saw it, and so you want to do that.
Yeah, let's do a speed round.
Yeah? All right.
All right, are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's go. How fast can you spit them out? How many questions are we going to get, and how much time do we have?
Settle down.
Oh, we're not in an auction?
You're out of control.
It's high energy.
Yeah, no kidding. How much coffee do you have every day?
Oh, just a 24-ounce iced vanilla mocha with whip.
From?
Dutch Bros. You gotta support local. Although I really should be supporting Starbucks since that's where my mom works. Whoop, whoop, go mom.
So support local, but not my mom.
I mean...
Does your mom work at the Starbucks right there?
Yeah, she does in St. Helens.
Oh, right on. Yeah. That's cool.
It is, so you probably all met her and don't even realize it.
What's your mom's name?
Denise.
Denise. All right, cool. All right, well, I'll remember that. All right, speed round. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Favorite food?
Pizza.
Oh, you mentioned that earlier. What type of pizza?
Canadian bacon and pineapple. And yes, pineapple should be on a pizza.
I was just gonna ask, does it? Why do people think it doesn't?
I don't know.
Are they morons?
No, they just have a difference of opinion.
You are such. You were either lawyer or politician. That was an amazing answer.
That's so funny. My dad was just telling me last week I should go back to law school.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, how long were you at law school for?
Oh, I never went. but he wants me to go back to be a lawyer.
Oh, go back for the first time.
Yeah.
Well, you're a smart guy, though, right? You have you're like a treasury guy. You're a numbers guy for the whole state, right?
I have my bachelor's in business administration with my degree in accounting from the University of Portland, and I am currently the Association of Oregon Counties treasurer and the Columbia County budget officer. So I am heavily involved in keeping an eye on the finances and making sure that we are being held accountable to the taxpayers and spending appropriately.
And how are we doing with that?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now that you're in charge?
Well, yes, sure. Why not? I'll take all the credit for it. No,
it was all my idea.
We have a really good finance director at the county. She's just phenomenal. Sometimes she speaks at a very high level, but her intellect and her ability to get the job done is great.
Nice. That's cool. Back to the speed round.
Yes, speed round.
Favorite place you ever been?
Oh, Prague.
Prague, Czechoslovakia?
Yep.
How? Why? When? How? What?
Actually, I think it's called the Czech Republic now. Czechoslovakia split, and they have Slovakia and the Czech Republic. Yeah. Because it's just beautiful, and the history that is there, and the people. It's just a magical city that I truly enjoy visiting and having a cup of coffee. Actually, the Budweiser beer in Czech is way better than the Budweiser in America. So if you ever go, you should try it.
Just go there and order a Budweiser?
Yeah.
Yeah, because should you wear your Yankees hat and have a camera around your neck at the same time?
Sure.
Come on.
Why
not? Favorite place you've always wanted to go but haven't yet?
Well, it can't be a favorite place I've wanted to go if I have never been there. But
you
a
know what?
place
You're
I would
starting to
love
annoy
to
me.
go
You are
and
starting to
see
annoy me.
is Africa. I think Africa would be amazing to do like a year-long trip through the whole continent, and then down to Antarctica to swim with the penguins.
In your wetsuit.
Yeah.
What would you like to? What do you think Africa's like?
I have no idea, but I really just want to see the zebras and the lions in their natural habitat.
So you just want to go on safari, basically?
Totally.
But there's 100%. More to Africa than that.
Oh, yeah. But I just want to go on a safari.
Oh, okay. All right. Any particular animal that you would, aside from the big five or whatever?
Oh, a gazelle.
Oh, yeah?
I'd love to see a gazelle in action.
Like, would you like to see an actual safari, like a hunt, like a lion hunt?
Not particularly.
No? Not a gore type thing?
No, not really. I'm a huge advocate of respecting the spirit, and if we're not going to eat it, what is the point in taking its life?
Oh, no, I don't mean us killing it. I mean watching a lion go hunt something.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
That'd be kind of cool, huh?
Sorry, we're in Columbia County, so I naturally assumed you wanted to go hunting. And I mean, I've been hunting, and it's a great sport, but I don't know that I'd want to kill a lion.
Yeah, a lion's a bit much.
It is.
Yeah, you see some bad stuff.
Might make a good throw rug.
Yes, it might. And I'm sure there are some in the county.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't own any.
Yes, okay, that's good. You heard it here first on the next ballot. Okay, musician. Give me your favorite music.
Oh, my favorite music is country, but at the moment, my go-to song is Imagine Dragons' What If.
Can you sing a couple of bars?
No, I can't, but you can Google it and YouTube it, and it is a phenomenal song.
Yeah?
It's kind of my pick-me-up go-to when I need a little extra energy boost.
But you said country?
Country is my favorite, yeah.
Right, like any country? What about the old, like, 70s, dog died, girlfriend left, that type of thing?
Oh, well, I like it because when you play it backwards, you get your girlfriend back, your dog back, and your house back.
Well
but, no, I'm more of like a Taylor Swift generation.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's cool. Oh, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting.
Maybe Keith Urban.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Did you grow up listening to country, and that's why, or you just?
Oh no, I grew up listening to country music.
Okay.
104 The Fish.
Okay. Wait, that's the?
104.1 The Fish.
Yeah, isn't that the Christian station?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So is it Christian country music or just any country?
No, I just like country music.
Oh, all right. Okay. If you could only, like Desert Island, you heard the Desert Island songs thing? If you could only go on the desert island with one particular artist, or even one album, who would it be?
Oh, Lady Gaga.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen her new movie?
I have not, but I heard it's amazing, and I was going to try to go see it this weekend. It's the one with Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
A Star is Born?
Yep.
Yeah, I watched the trailer on that. It looks really good.
And he sings all his own stuff.
Wow. He's such a talented actor and musician now, I guess.
He's a triple threat.
Oh, a triple threat.
And he directed it too.
Yeah.
See, right
Wow.
there. There you go. See, famous person you would like to meet.
Angela Merkel. Who is dead or alive? Sorry, I didn't let you finish the question.
She's alive.
Well, Angela Merkel is alive. Yes.
Yes.
She is the German chancellor.
I was going to say, she's the German chancellor. Why Angela Merkel? That is a random one.
Is it though? Look at all the policy that she's setting in Germany, and like look at all of the great work that she's doing. And not that I agree with all of her policy or the things that she's doing, but she's a real champion for human rights.
Yeah,
and
she is.
I value that in an individual.
Is that kind of your what do they call it, measuring stick of a human being? Is it how you treat other humans?
Oh, for sure.
That's got to be the number one thing,
Yeah.
right? If you don't get that right, it doesn't matter what else you're doing.
No, we need to have respect for everyone and everything, and we can agree to disagree, and that's fine, but it doesn't mean you treat people poorly.
Yeah. I was always raised that way as well. It's like, doesn't matter. Yeah, you could be on opposite sides of I hate to say the aisle, you know. But, no matter what, treat people nice.
Right.
Be kind.
Right. Treat them how you want to be treated.
Yeah, exactly. Golden rule stuff. Person who's dead.
A person who's dead.
Anyone.
John F. Kennedy.
Oh, all right. That's not as random, you see. Angela Merkel, kind of random. JFK? Not so much. Why?
I feel that I have some similar qualities to him, and it would be interesting to sit down and pick his brain and see how he got to where he got and what I might be able to do or glean from him to help me in my own career.
I don't know if this is true because I'm not totally brushed up on my American history, but was he the youngest president ever?
I want to say yes, but I'd have to go back through the history books and look. I mean, to be president, you have to be 36?
35, I think.
Is it 35?
Yeah. Should we put a little bet on this?
We might need to Google that.
What? No, let's just put a bet on it right now.
Oh, I don't bet. Thank you.
Oh, okay, fine.
It's a waste of money.
Oh, so you gotta lose. Okay. No, that's fine. What would you learn from him?
Just how to do politics. I mean, think about it, right? Here was a guy who was not supposed to be going into politics, and that wasn't supposed to win, and it was supposed to be his brother. And then his brother died, and his dad said, well, you're doing it now. And his dad used the family wealth to build his campaign and to propel him into politics. Did he enjoy it? Why did he keep doing it? What was his goal? And I think one of my favorite things about him is when he stood up on the Senate floor and said, when is enough enough? How much money do you need before it's enough?
That's good. Is that you?
Oh, for sure. I came into this world with nothing, I'm going to die with nothing, and I plan on spending it all while I'm here.
Good. And leaving some for your daughter.
Well, no, she needs to build her own wealth.
Nothing.
We'll help her get started, but she's got to, you know, I had amazing parents who said if you want it, you figure out how you're going to get it.
That's good.
We'll help you along the way, but ultimately, you've got to do it. And so if you don't have any skin in the game, what's the motivation for doing it?
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So work hard for it. If you want it, do it.
So would you say, and we'd kind of tweak this a little bit more then, as your role as a father then, is that pretty much your, aside from obviously safety and security and stuff like that, it's that life lesson, right? Find out what you want to do and go and earn it.
Yeah. And I have been blessed with a very strong-willed, independent, opinionated, driven child.
She's 4.
She is 4. And I am quite terrified for what the future may hold, but it's going to be a wild ride, and we're going to have fun doing it, and we're going to get there. I wanted to make sure that we raised a very strong, independent woman, and in doing so, we have a very strong, independent child that we get to deal with. And
all the challenges. Do you ever get to that point where you, and I do this a little bit with my daughter as well, when you see her being what could be perceived as defiant, you're kind of like, I like that. Like, way to stick up for yourself.
Yeah, I have to chuckle and walk away because most of the time she's doing it to me and it's frustrating. And I'm like, okay, I can't get mad at you for doing what I raised you to do, but
yeah, right.
by God, can't you just do what I just told you to do?
That's awesome. She's 4.
Yes.
So how is that day to day? Just crazy, just coloring and all sorts of stuff. Is it
coloring and chores and jumping on the trampoline? She just learned how to do flips the other day, so we've been doing flips every night because she loves it.
When you say we?
Oh yes, I'm doing flips on the trampoline with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we do a lot of soccer because I grew up playing soccer and running, and so she likes to kick the ball, and I encourage that if that's what she wants to do.
What's your take on? And I have obviously a little bit older kids than yours, so mine are almost 18, 13, and 11. I'm dealing with the screen time issues now. You know, the phones, the iPad, you know, whatever. Where are you at on all that?
Well, if I had my way, there'd be absolutely no technology in our house. But that's not a reality, and the reality is technology is our future, so we need to be teaching them how to use it, but also limiting them at the same time.
Okay.
I'd say she probably gets about 2 hours of screen time, movies or her iPad, but when she's with me, we mostly are outside playing. When she's with Drew, they tend to watch a little more TV or play games electronically.
What you're saying is you're the better parent.
No, not at all. What I'm saying is we parent in different ways, and I prefer hands-on outdoor activities, and he prefers indoor, more silent activities.
That's like something my wife would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, no, you're not doing it wrong. It's just different than how I would do it.
But it's how you create a well-rounded individual, right?
Oh man, you're good. You're good. What's next for the next 6? Well, let's say you get re-elected. You could be in this position another 6 years, 8 years, 12 years.
No. 6 at most. I would never seek a third term.
Oh, really?
When I ran, I made it very clear that I didn't feel you should be elected to more than 2 terms because you become stagnant and stale and you fail to innovate and lead. And I don't feel that beyond 8 years it would be appropriate for me to continue. I think somebody needs to come in after me and pick up where we left off and keep moving forward with that work.
No, I don't know the terms of the tenure of some of the other commissioners or other maybe elected officials in cities or whatever, but is that, you feel that's a good rule for everybody, or is that just you feel like you would not be good?
I feel like it's a good rule in general across the board. 8 years is more than enough time to do your work and do what needs to be done.
Seems like
and if you haven't really accomplished anything in the first 8 years, what are you going to accomplish in the next 4 or 8 years?
So career politician is out.
For me, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And in terms of, you know, when you move to, you know, you obviously have a financial background, business administration, so it's not like you can't do other things.
No. And I feel like this has just been a really good opportunity that's opened a lot of different doors into things that I never would have even thought about doing. I'll probably end up in the behavioral health administration or something like that when I'm done, because I found that I really have a passion for behavioral health in children. Okay. So ideally what I'd like to do is a fundraising campaign to raise enough money to buy a ranch and then start a youth center at that ranch where we could do animal therapy and summer camps and board the children who need a safe home environment to live in.
And I know that's part of, you know, obviously your daughter is adopted.
Yes.
That's something that you're very passionate about.
Oh, very much so. If we had a bigger house, we would have more than one kid. I would probably have like 6 or 7.
You say that because you don't have 6 or 7.
Oh, no, I say that because my limit's actually 12, and 6 and 7's live out in the middle, so we'll go there first and see what happens.
The people watching.
I mean, have you met Megan Jarman? She's got 6 kids and a 7th one on the way. And she's a phenomenal mother, and all of her kids are amazing and fun to hang out with. And she makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
Not that it is, but if it's something you're passionate about and something you want to do, you'll find a way to make it work. It also takes good partnership.
I like that.
Because you can't do it alone.
No, you can't. And you're busy. You're always doing stuff. I always see you, like, you're doing some event here, some evening fundraiser here. Some art thing, something else.
Yeah.
How much free time do you have?
None.
Not a lot.
No. But that's okay because this isn't a job. This is a lifestyle. I made a choice to change our entire lifestyle, and our lifestyle now consists of serving the community and supporting the community in whatever capacity that needs to be. And so that is what our life has become.
Do you think you're good at it?
I don't know.
How do you gauge that?
I don't know how to gauge that. I just keep doing what I'm doing until somebody tells me what I'm doing is wrong and gives me a really good explanation for why it's wrong, and then we can adjust course and self-improve.
I guess the ultimate, well, maybe not the ultimate, but there's elections, so that's one way to tell.
Yeah.
But I like that you're very passionate about the community.
What's my family? Like,
Yeah,
these
that's
are
what
my
I mean.
people. This
Yeah.
is my home, of course. If somebody came into your home and tried to disrupt it, wouldn't you be passionate about protecting it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be passionate about making it the absolute best home you could for everybody to enjoy? And that's what it is for me. This is my family. These are my people. These are the people at the end of the day that matter the most to me, and the ones that I want to protect and make sure they have everything they need to have a successful and prosperous life.
I like this. This is good. This is like, we're trying to overlay some Kumbaya music or something.
But you know what?
I don't know what
we never finished our quick questions.
Oh, yeah.
We went back into like lengthy segments again.
Yeah, we did. I gotta think of favorite
Squirrel
movie.
brain.
Favorite movie. Go.
Oh, Devil Wears Prada.
Shut up.
Come on, Meryl Streep is so amazing in that movie. Yes, move at a glacier pace. You know how that thrills me. Come on, she's just awesome. Like, she's a tyrant and she's amazing at her job. And
that's the worst answer to that question since Julia Jackson said True Lies.
Really?
She said True Lies.
Would
Devil
you
Wears
rather?
Prada, that's a
Yes. It's all about fashion and style and prestige and power and like, I mean, and Anne Hathaway walks away from it all because that's not the life she wants.
Oh,
It's perfect.
Okay.
The story behind it, everything.
Is it possible that you're overthinking that movie?
I mean, I watched it every night for 3 years straight to go to sleep, so no, I've analyzed it.
Is Meryl Streep your favorite actress?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
She's phenomenal.
Yeah? She's good in everything?
Oh, yeah.
What's this
especially
Mamma Mia thing? No.
Should we start singing Mamma Mia?
Mamma Mia!
Here we go again.
Ah, ah. No? Did I screw that part up?
You might have gone a little high, but that's okay.
Well,
An octave off, but no big deal.
The seatbelt's tight. Well, cool. All right, well, so this ended well, I think. This is a good one.
Yeah, it was a great one.
I'm not going to say it's my best.
Well, then let's do take 3.
No, we can't do take 3 or take 2
4
or take 1.
5,
We'll
6.
just keep going. No, these are one-time shots.
We'll just keep doing it until we get it right.
No, I think we've nailed it. People like you because you, like I said at the start, you're I'd say rabble raiser, but not in a good. No, wait. Yes, in a good way, but not. I don't mean that in a bad way, right? It's you care. You're not afraid to speak your mind and make change and say, hey, no, this doesn't work. So
how about we call it a mover and shaker?
No, I don't want to use rabble rouser. It's my video.
All right, I'm a rabble rouser.
Yeah. So you're
Don't quote me on that.
You're a troublemaker. Why? It's my video. And so
my mom would tell you I'm not the troublemaker, that I'm the rule follower.
Really?
Yeah, to a fault.
Oh, Mom has had the wool pulled over her eyes. Come on, really? Is that what she thinks?
Oh yes, I was her most straight-laced, everything must be equal portions for everything. What do the rules say? They hated playing board games with me. No, the rules say this, you can't do that.
You're one of those kids?
I was.
Did you have brothers, sisters? What was?
Yeah, I have an older brother, a younger sister, and a younger brother. So there were 4 of us.
And you annoyed them all?
Oh, most likely.
Probably. Oh, don't run the red light. Well, hey, if people want to get a hold of you, right, and we're coming to the end here, because I think based on the time, it's been 40 minutes.
No way.
That's what it says, look, 39:44.
That has to be a lie. You can't post a 40-minute video to Facebook. No one's going to watch it.
They'll watch it if you're in it.
Okay. Well, thanks guys for joining us today. It's been quite the adventure with Simon. If you want to get a hold of me, feel free to call me at 503 light screen 397-4322 or shoot me an email at alex.tardif@co.columbia.or.us. I look forward to hearing from you, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and any ideas you might have for improving our community.
And if they want to get some farm to table.
Yes.
If you want to be involved in that, get on it.
Hit me up.
We will catch you on the next episode of Chamber Chat, unless this is the absolute last one we ever do.
Probably, because it's going to be like 6 segments.
Yes. All right, see you guys next time.
Peace.